Good morning, folks. Maganda Omaga. I'm coming to you from here, my home, Louisville, Kentucky. Anyways, I was going to give you guys the prices of what are the different items from S&R prices compared to the American prices here in Costco, which is the Filipino S&R. So if you go back to my video of S&R, I'm going to highlight the items that I saw and priced them. So for the smart TV that they had at the S&R, it was a 43-inch LG smart TV. It was almost 22,000 pesos, which is 400 American dollars. Here in the Costco, here in the States, a 43-inch is $180, which is, and also they had an LG 50-inch, was $350. Is a lot cheaper than what you can pay for at S&R. So here in the States, the TV is a little cheaper. They also had a 65-inch in the Philippines that was selling for 38,000 peso. That's $691. Here in the United States, you can buy a 65-inch a Samsung for $400. They vary from different prices. For a 65-inch, you can spend from between $400 and $2,000 for a TV here in the United States. But just a 65-inch in S&R was 38,000 peso, which is $691 versus $400 here in the U.S. So the TVs are cheaper here in the U.S. Now a 5-cup rice cooker that Jennifer wanted me to see what it costs. The Philippines, it was 1,475 pesos for a rice cooker, which is $27 American dollars here. But in the US, that same rice cooker, 5-cup rice cooker, is $90, which is 5,000 pesos. So it's quite a big difference, over 3,000 peso difference. So it's cheaper to buy it in the S&R in the Philippines. The refrigerator at S&R was a 21 cubic inch refrigerator. It sold for 61,000 peso, which is $1,110. Here in the United States, a Samsung 28 cubic was $1,000, which is 55,000 peso. They also had a Maytag that was 21,000 cubic, just like the one in SR, and that one sold for $600, which is 33,000 pesos, versus the 61,000 pesos in the Philippines. So the refrigerator is cheaper here in the US, but the electronic TVs are more expensive in the Philippines than here in the US. Okay, pillowcases, a 2-pack pillowcase in the Philippines was 1,000 peso, which is $18. Here in the US, it was $25, 1,375 pesos. So again, it's cheaper in the Philippines, the two pillows pack. The bath towels for drying your body, it was 600 pesos or $10.90 per bath towels in the Philippines. Here in the US, it's cheaper. It's $4.50 each, or 248 pesos per bath towel versus 600 in the Philippines. Of course, here in the US, you have to buy a pack of 6 towels, which is still worth it. I mean, it's cheaper. Why not buy 6? All right, going down to the toilet paper, same brand. It's got Kirkland brand. Even in the Philippines, they're using Kirkland brand toilet paper that S&R is selling. The same toilet paper that they're selling here at Costco. In the Philippines, it's 2,000 pesos or $36.36 for a bag of toilet paper. Same amount, 30 rolls, same 2-ply. In the United States, Costco's selling it for $19.49. That's a difference of $16.87 more in the Philippines. And here, if you turn it into peso, American price is 1,072 peso. In the Philippines is 2,000 peso. So it's almost double the price if you buy the same toilet paper in the Philippines. So toilet paper is more expensive in the Philippines if you use the Kirkland brand. Paper towel, the same thing, Kirkland brand. Here is a 12 roll, the same as the US. In the Philippines, it's 1,900 peso, or $34.55. And the Costco is $19.49, same as the toilet paper, same price, or 1,072 peso. So you're looking at a big difference, a difference of $15.06 if you compare American prices. So you're looking at an additional over 800 peso for the same product. Now, I noticed that S&R toilet paper has a special rolls that they sell at S&R. It's a 20 roll pack, 2-ply. It costs 464 pesos, which is $8.44 here in the US. And it's a lot cheaper than buying the Kirkland brand. And it's almost the same, 2-ply, 400 sheets. Per roll is 42 cents per roll versus $1.21 for the Kirkland brand if you buy that in the Philippines. So again, you guys should look at that S&R toilet paper that they sell there. That's a lot cheaper and almost the same identical toilet paper. Now, hand soap, Dove, I use Dove Sensitive. In the Philippines, for 6 bars of soap, it's 379 pesos, or $6.90. Here in the US, you have to buy them by the 16 count bars pack, which is $17.89. So really, it's not a big difference. It's maybe like 3 pesos more in the Philippines per bar. So it's not a big difference. So the soap is about the same price as here in the US as it is in the SR. So let's go down to alcohol. Jack Daniel's whiskey, a 1 liter bottle in the Philippines at the SNR is 1,529 pesos, which is $28. Here in the US, it turns out to be 2,049 pesos for a 1 liter bottle, which is $37.25. So Jack Daniel's is about a little more expensive. All right, let's look at Corona. Corona, the 6-pack that they sell on SNR is 390 peso for a 6-pack, which is $7.10, or $28.40 for a case of 24-pack. And the US is almost the same price. For a 24-pack case is $28.39. So exactly the same price. It seems to me that liquor is almost identically the same price in the SR as in the Costco. Heineken beer for a 6-pack at SR is 369 pesos, or $6.71. In the United States, for a case, it's $32 for Heineken. It's about a 4-cent difference. So it's the same price for Heineken in the US as it is in the SR in the Philippines. once again, it seems like liquor, they don't charge any more in SR than they do here in the United States. I guess the liquor companies feel like, hey, they're making money as it is selling alcohol. All right, so jasmine rice at the SR, it's 1,875 peso at the SR, which is a 50-pound bag, comes out to $34.10 for 25 kilos at the SR. Here in the United States, it's $35.78 for the same weight. So again, it's not that much more, maybe $1.68 more for the same bag. So it's not a big difference. Now Cinnamon Toast Crunch, there's a big difference. For the same size box, 49.5 ounces for Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the SR, it's 619 peso, which is $11.25. Here in the US, that same box sells for 434 pesos, which is $7.89 here in the US. It's a difference of $3.36 more in the Philippines, or 185 more pesos for the same box. So it's more expensive to buy cereal from the Philippine SR. Now Pepsi, here for a 6-pack, it's 173 pesos, which is $3.15. In the US, it's $17.40 for a case of Pepsi, which is 36 cans in the case here, and the difference is 264 pesos more in the Philippines for the same amount of Pepsi. Just a little higher, not much. All right, let's go down to the meat. Now, a lot of the foreigners that I've seen making video are saying that meat is expensive in the Philippines, even at SR. But when I was at the SR, the T-bone steak, they priced it at 612 peso for almost 2 kilos, which is $11.13 for 2 pounds, which is 2 steaks of T-bone steaks. So that's $5.71 per pound. But I looked at it here at Costco, they don't have T-bone steak, but they do have New York steak, and that sells for almost $10 a pound. And the ribeye sells for $13.49 a pound. So T-bone at the SR is cheap, $5.71 per pound. So I don't see where some of these expats are saying that meat is more expensive. Maybe some items there is, but I'm looking at almost $11.13 per 2 pounds of T-bone. All right, so pork ribs in the Philippines, SR is $6.80 per pound in the Philippines. And here it's a little cheaper. You're looking at pork here is $3.29 per pound, and beef ribs are $4.79 per pound, and the pork ribs are $3.29 per pound. So there, the pork ribs are more expensive at SR, which doesn't really add up. You think that pork would be cheaper at the SR, since pork in the Philippines is a big thing. You know, they grow a lot of pigs, so, but it's almost double. But the T-bone here is cheaper. But anyways, those are the price comparisons that I came up with. Some items are more expensive, like the electronics, and some toilet paper and paper towels are more expensive at SR, and here in the US is almost half the price. But it is what it is. I'm still going to shop at SR and I'm still going to shop at Costco. But anyways, folks, thank you for viewing. Thank you for all my subscribers. God bless you all. Take care of yourself. Hasta la vista, sayonara, arrivederci, palam palam, etc., etc. And you know, like they say in other channels, don't forget to subscribe and like and ring the bell. Bing, bing. Thank you, folks. Palam, palam. Hasta luego. Be kind to each other. Help each other. If you can afford to give somebody some money, do so. I appreciate everybody. God bless you all. Bye-bye.